What's going on, guys? Germinator here, and today I've got another Minecraft tutorial ready for a pop-up crafting table that functions in the Xbox 360 version. Did that mainly because I couldn't find a version that worked for Xbox and that I liked that actually popped up out of the ground. So here's a look at the redstone behind it. It's fairly compact. Had to add on an extra layer to here and there, but it's 4 deep and it's I think 6 by 5 in ground, which isn't too bad. So anyway, I was going to get into the tutorial for this. Works really well. You can see it pops up and then gets replaced, so it's basically popping directly out of the floor. So that's what we want. Be right back. Alright guys, here we go. To start the tutorial, you want to get a 6 by 6 area that is 4 deep. So you want to dig down 4 and then make a 6 by 6 area. Your pistons would go from the top right. This would be the front right here. So depending on how you want to do it, basically you want to map it out to where these pistons line up where you want with the 6 by 6 area. There's 2 in from this side, and then 3 over. So 3 over and 3 in. If that makes sense. I hope it does. But anyway, it doesn't. That's okay. So what you want to do is put in your regular pistons after that. So you want your crafting table and then whatever block you want for your floor right next to it. And then your piston's going to go like this right there. And then you want to count 3 away from that and put the other one right there. So there'll be empty space right here beside this piston. So for the redstone behind it, what we're going to do is power these double pistons first. So you want to put a block right there beside that crafting table. And your floor is actually right here, so your floor will actually go right here. So make sure you're good on that, just to show you where it's going to be. So we're actually down 1 from floor level right there. And then so once you have that block there, just count at a diagonal right there, and you want to put a torch like that, and then a torch down there. And you will have to actually dig some out of this right here, out of your platform. So make sure you can dig. You want to dig a hole there, put a repeater down there on 3, and then dig a hole here and here. Make sure you're on this side. So dig 2 holes there, put dust in that one, and then you want to put another repeater here on 3. And then you want to dig this out, put dust, and then leave that dust up 1, and then you want to put 2 blocks like that, put a repeater there on 2, and dust right there. You want a sticky piston there with a block on it. Okay, so once you get that, just come over to this side where that torch is, dig a hole there, and you want to put a repeater right there with dust behind it, a block right beside that dust, a repeater going into that block, and then dust behind that. So what's going to happen is if you come on this side and you put a block underneath that regular piston, block on the side of it, put a torch right there, you can see it to power that double piston. Do the same thing on this side, put a block there and there, torch. Okay, so what we're going to do is come back on this side and we're going to run our button to this, and my freaking controller just died. How fucking awesome. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. I might have to restart. That's okay. So once you get that block there, is you put a repeater right there, and you want to do this. Put a block on top of that dust, run it this way too, dust on top of that, put a block there, and there. Repeater here on 2, repeater here going that way on no delay. That's going into a block, and you want 2 blocks like that. So put 2 repeaters right there on no delay, and your button's actually going to go right here to test it. But let's go ahead and run it one time, see what happens. So you should see that the double piston pulls it all the way down, it switches blocks and goes back up. But you can see right here, we don't want that to go up because our floor is actually right here, like this. And we don't want the floor block to pop up. So to fix that, we're going to remove this block that's over that torch so that piston doesn't get powered. So what you want to do is put a sticky piston beside that piston right there on the left side facing in towards that block. And we need to get power, steady power to that. So what you want to do is from this repeater here, put dust down here and put a torch on top of that block. Now put your sticky piston on that torch facing down like that. That has a block on it with a repeater. Now this repeater may need to be on 3 or 2, but you're going to have to test it to find out. It depends if you're facing north or south or east or west. I'm going to try 2 to start, and then put a block and then a torch. Block there, torch, block. So it's like that. So that torch is going in that block, which will affect that piston. So right now we would remove that and put it on that piston. And see, our floor is down right now. So that's what we want. Let's try it out and see what happens. Alright, so it puts that floor block up. So we can take that out, put it back like this. And then put your piston back in like that. And let's try it out again. Alright, that's got screwed up again. Let's put in our, where's my crafting table? So obviously 2 is not right, we need to switch it to 3. So put your crafting table back in, piston. So let's switch it to 3 and see if it works. Okay. There we go. There we go. So if 2 works, that means you're facing, I think, north and south. If it's on 3, then you're facing east and west. But it does work both ways. Just try it out and see. But there it is. Hope you enjoyed it. If you build it, let me know. Take care. Bye-bye.